Stop. I want it, I got it. 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 I want it, I got it.
Hey guys, how are you doing? This is Sharon Combs with UCDI Leadership. So glad that you've joined me today. In continuation of our speaking on the P's, we have purpose, passion, preparation, different P's. Today we're going to talk about the P of preparation. Preparation is really where you do the work. You do things that are not going to get vanity likes. They have to be driven really by you. There may not be a cheering squad, there may not be anything, but preparation is where you really get ready. And so one of the first steps with preparation is you have to know what it is you're preparing for. Now, you may not know exactly, hey, I know I'm supposed to go west. I know I'm supposed to go east. I know I'm going that way. So you have a general direction of where you're going to go, but you want to prepare for what's going to be in that room. So if you're going into a new room, you want to prepare for what's going to be inside of that room. Will you be connecting with executives? Will you be connecting with colleagues, co-workers? What will you be connecting with in that room? What are some of the opportunities in that room? And so you really want to prepare yourself. Now, in the book, Hold Your Form, which you guys see over here, Hold Your Form, it starts off with us talking about preparation and what we use to demonstrate preparation and how you can end up taking an L where you're accustomed to getting the W's is when you don't prepare for what it is you're going to engage in. You only go by past wins or past victories or past experience. That's good to manage certain things, but you also want to lean in and make yourself informed about what you're going to engage in now, what the next endeavor is. And so the example that we use is I talk about a nephew of mine who his story is that he was very successful in athletics, football, track, just an athlete. That's what he was. He was an athlete, and it seemed to come easy for him. He was highly intelligent. His body worked right with athleticism. And so his football coach had asked him to run track. He was like, I think you running track would help make you more adept and give you some skills with like agility, some things that football practice didn't focus on daily. So he was like, why don't you do that? Because it's going to help you be even better in football. And so initially when he went to the track team, his track coach had him running the 40-yard dash. Gun goes off, boom, bang, you hit it and you go as hard as you can, as fast as you can, all out for 40 yards. And he won because, like I said, he's an athlete and he's intelligent. So, the IQ is there to win these things. Then the track coach asked him, hey, let us put you in the 400. And so when it was time for the 400, my nephew lined up like he normally lines up. The gun went off as it normally goes off, and he takes off, bang, boom, oh, all out. Everything he got, all now, all at once. And if you're familiar with track, you don't do that in the 400. You save that for the last leg of the race. But if you're not prepared, then you can do something. And then you're confused as, well, why isn't it working? It's worked everywhere else. And you may think that this new race or this new position or this new employer is the problem. And that's where the problem lies. No, it was in the lack of preparation. My nephew was confident in winning. He was confident in the fact that he was a premier prime athlete. What he didn't do was prepare for that 400. And so what happened is as he was running, he went out in the lead. He feel like he's still killing the game. He's giving it all he has. But it's longer. It's a longer race. It's the 400. It's not the 40. So some of that stamina, some of that endurance that he needed for that 400, he lacked because he hadn't prepared for it. You actually run the race different physically. Your knees, one race is going to call for high knees. One race is going to call for a more sustainable, controlled form. And so by the time he hits the third corner, because the 400 is, it's a whole lap. Take another lap, Moses. By the time he hits that third corner, he is running out of steam and he doesn't even know why. And so the people he was leading began to pass him. They began to pass him. And as my sister was telling me this story, she said she could see it where his elbows and his body, his form was good. Hold your form. His form, his chin stuff began to lift up, elbows began to go a little wider. And he said, I asked my sister was telling me the story, and she asked him what happened. And he said, it's like the wind was attacking me. Something that previously posed no threat, no barrier, didn't even really have to consider in that 40 because you just go and hit it. He's like, it's like the wind was working against me. And as the people were passing me, I was like, get them, wind, get them. And that can happen. You can begin to feel so targeted because you didn't prepare. And so he's like, get them, wind, get them as the people are passing him. And he's wanting to give his all, but his all has already been spent. He spent the energy budget. He spent his energy budget on the first leg of the race. And he ended up losing that race. And that happens when we don't prepare. If we don't give our time to preparation, then we can end up taking a loss where we are accustomed to winning. And we may think that the win is actually the opponent, or as the young people say today, the op. But it's not the op. The op was we failed to prepare. We did not give attention to preparation. We did not look to see, hey, what is different about the 400 than the 40? What is different about this new organization versus the old organization? What are some of the differences in this new role than the previous role I was in? And so you want to look at those things so that you can prepare. And once you see those differences, ask yourself, am I ready? Am I proficient in these new areas? How can I get proficient? Maybe the proficiency doesn't come overnight. What can I do to increase my knowledge base and to make myself more proficient? And so in success and growth, personal and professional, you do want to prepare. What can I do today to prepare for where I want to be tomorrow? What can I do today to make the meeting I'm going to have next week be more successful? What is it I can do today? And if you will give yourself the answers to that question and then follow through on them, what you will find is you are more prepared for the next thing so that you can get the win and not just take the L. And I feel like all L's are not just, oh, only losses. No, they're lessons. The L is an opportunity to learn a lesson. And so if you want to continue to have wins and less of the forced L's, the forced lessons, then prepare. Take time, prepare, ask yourself again, what can I do today so that my tomorrow is more successful? Are you working on what you're working toward? Guys, my name is Sharon Combs, and what I do is I try to everything in my power. I just try everything in my power to help people avoid taking laps around the same type of mountains, whether that is a relational mountain, whether that is an emotional mountain, whether that is a professional mountain, whether that is a financial mountain. I don't want you to have to take a lap around the same mountain. And one of the cohorts that we have, we say no anniversaries. And what we mean by that is no anniversaries of the same thing that was creating problems and barriers for us last year. That shouldn't be here on this anniversary that we're going to come up that's coming this year. We should have learned something, done something, tried some new measures to be able to overcome and conquer those things that are barriers. Again, guys, these are the things I like to see happen with people that I'm able to work with. And yeah, that's it. I'm not going to get too deep into that. I would love to work with you, but I'm not going to get too deep today. I just want to encourage you to prepare. What can I do today that will make tomorrow more successful? What can I put in place? What phone call can I make to make this meeting go more, to be more advantageous? What research can I do on my own so that I don't have to allot time to those questions in the meeting? What can we do today to make tomorrow more successful? How can we prepare? And so that's the P that we're talking about today. Tomorrow, we will talk about purpose. Purpose is really important, and we don't want you to be spending time doing something that is not purposeful. Yesterday, we talked about passion. Passion is necessary for sustained time in any endeavor. If you're not passionate about the field you're in, you may only be passionate about the paycheck. Okay, stay there. But eventually, you're going to have enough money that you're not passionate about the paycheck. And so it needs to be something that you have passion about for you to stay beyond the paycheck, for you to be committed and not just compliant, for you to go above and beyond and not just do the base. Again, my name is Sharon Combs. If you guys have any questions or you want to connect with me, please know LinkedIn is primarily the place that I do most of my connecting, most of my posts, most of the education. Other than that, you can reach me at pushapp.sharoncombs.com. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you today. If y'all need anything, or if you want to connect with me, reach out in LinkedIn. You can go to pushapp.sharoncombs.com and sign up for some free courses and some paid courses. There are some paid courses there as well, but it will help you with things of this nature like focus, emotional intelligence, communication, leadership, things that will help you move your needle forward and things that will help you work on what you're working toward. Y'all be safe and God bless. And I'm glad we were able to spend this time together.
Stop. I want it. I got it. 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 I want it. I got it.